Venom and Hellhammer and Bathory did something very important when they started out. They started out very far away from the heart of black metal. And I still think that no one has really been able to touch the thing that gave life to black metal in the first place. Because it takes so much. It takes intense study, and it takes far more than being passionate about a music form to approach that dangerous and abominable thing that gave birth to black metal. I completely respect what these people did, definitely, as acts of their own will, but to speak of church burning as a way to defeat Christianity, I mean, the only Christianity they defeated was the last piece of Christianity within themselves. You know, which is a very good beginning, of course, but it was acts that were important mostly for the people that did it, and it may have served as inspirations for others, but it doesn't reach further than that. I mean, we cannot say that the war against Christianity was started by burning down a church. It would mean, if it happens in a black metal context, that people have started to write music again, that music that was able to manipulate the will of people or to lead people into action. And that in turn would mean that the forces that are evoked through black metal would have manifested on this earth. And that is, of course, very good thing, because it means that they were evoked with true devotion and with true passion, which is two of the most important things from writing this kind of music.
Grave desecration was the next morbid act in the sign of black metal.
People, like I said, they like to have something to lean back on, and they like to be led, because people, like I said, they cannot really handle freedom in that sense. And I mean, if I would be born in a prison, if I would be born in a prison pretty much unaware of what freedom was like, then I would not consider my prison guards as enemies. I would see them as the people who showed me what to do, and the people that were actually in charge, and I would probably pay respect to them. Yeah. And that, I think, is exactly what people do when they pray to their gods. And when they build their churches, they do it in honor of their people who are guarding their prison, and to the people that give them food, and the people that put up the rules that they are supposed to live by. And it's a comfortable life for them. You know? And it's easy to have someone to... It's nice to have someone to blame when something goes wrong. To be a Satanist means to live in constant opposition, and to live my life as a wolf rather than as a sheep. To constantly be hungry instead of being satisfied after just one single bite. To always be on the hunt, and to always aim to transcend the barriers that are in front of you, the barriers that human life presents, I mean, at all times, because the human nature is built in such a way that people aren't really they're not really capable of handling true freedom. Just Must be so embarrassing, I don't know. So embarrassing to... I wonder what they think, you know, I wonder how they feel when they go to bed at night and thinking that, you know, once again Christianity had to use the devil in order to spread their message. But I don't know, it's always nice to see that no one can escape Satan when he looks for you. You know? He even got them, and they are standing like, you know, frustrated zealots, like schizophrenics trying to kiss children with machine guns. You know? It's fun to see. Must be very embarrassing for them. People are not really ready for a satanic prophecy when they haven't even begun to realize that how the world is built, you know. What we present with Watain is a symbol of our beliefs and reality as we see it. It has taken a lot of strife and a lot of pain to get where I am now, and it's simply a bit too hard and a bit too time craving and a bit too tough to even start to think, because it is, I know, very comfortable to just let life rule you instead of the other way around. I mean, that's what we are, that's what humans are here for. You know? But, I don't know, seeing the things that I've seen and knowing what I know, it's just, there is really no way back. I mean, people ask like, yeah, but wouldn't it be nice just to give up all this madness and to, you know, get back to a normal, regular life? Yeah, nice, I don't know, I mean, once I open my eyes, I have no reason to close them. And that is where I am at now. Speaking about Watain in such a, I don't know, open way is dangerous. I mean, it means it has come to mean everything for me in the end, actually. Everything for me and the other people involved. Because I think we chose at a pretty early stage to you know, stop bullshitting around and stop, you know, just having it as a hobby. Just pretty much after 1 year we realized that, I mean, either we do it or we don't, because at the time when we started out, I was 98, everything was really, I mean, there weren't really any bands anymore that seemed to take things that seriously, and there weren't that many bands that actually consisted of, you know, people that did so much more than just play the music that they liked and the same kind of music that their idols played. They often refer to us as a band that do things, you know, to the extreme and over the top. And I don't know, to me that's really the only way to do this kind of thing, because there is no halfway of doing this. Either you do it or you don't. And it takes far more than being passionate about a music form to approach that dangerous and abominable thing that gave birth to black metal. And that is the only relevant evolution of black metal as I see it. Bands that, instead of copying what others did before, try instead to dissect it and to understand it in order to bring it even further down. And that is just the opposite of what most, famous bands do these days, because you're just living off the old blueprint, and it doesn't. After 20 years of black metal on this earth, it doesn't really work to do that anymore. You need to take things a step further, and that is what we are doing. Black metal has inside of it an incredible potential. It's a primal magical force to me that it was evoked by these early bands and brought into the world. And this kind of force is not so easily dealt with. It demands that you understand it, and it demands that, like I said, it demands much more than being passionate about the music, because music has always been just one side of the black metal coin, while magic and spirituality and religion and Satanism is the other side, which is at least equally important if you really want to do something lasting. If people want to pay respect to black metal, they should live by what it wants from them. I mean, being into black metal and playing black metal demands a lot, and the first thing it demands is for people to think about what the fuck they are doing, because I look at the black metal scene and I see a bunch of visionless sheep, and it's a bit sad when it's supposed to, when they even proclaim to advocate the opposite of that. So think before you act.